I don't know how else to start this review other than just clapping a little bit. Now, look, I've said pretty much everything there is to say about Combat Evolved already. So this, I'm going to try and keep it to be quite a quick review, okay? So let's get into the negatives first. The few that they are. Let's just get into them so I can just talk about the positives, because that's really what I'm running into. So the negatives are, I know this is an old game, and I've tried to keep that in mind whilst playing it. There's a lot of copy and paste in the environment. Okay, there is. There's a lot of areas where if you didn't have the nice arrows to tell you where you was meant to be going, you would be absolutely lost. There's a lot of environments which are just simply copied and pasted around, and that can break the immersion a little bit. Second, I know it's all game, but I feel like that could have been a little better. Then you've got the weapons. It's great to have the Covenant. It's great to be fighting enemy forces, right? But their weaponry was really lacking for me. I never felt any need to abandon my assault rifle or my shotgun or even my revolver. I would take, not revolver, the pistol, the big hand cannon. I would take that over any weapon that the Covenant had. Any of them. And I think that's a bit messed up. I feel like their weaponry should have been a lot more brutal. Should have been a lot more advanced. It just seemed to be lacking. I'm hoping that's something that the series fixes as the games go on, because I want to see that, and I think it's a great chance to be really creative in what alien weaponry could be like, and it just that part was lacking for me, and that's it. So let's get into the positives, shall we? As I've already said, the soundtrack, it is bonkers, bruv. It's insane. There's moments where it just hits you, where you'll just be walking, right? And then this thumping, bassy drum beat will come on. And it's like a war cry. And it just builds your adrenaline. It's like, you can't do man like that. You're just walking, then it's just... And it's just like a thumping rally to war, man. It just hits in all the right places, and you know what I mean. Right, and it's always there is this soundtrack. It's like a whole other character in the game. It's like this immense, cheerleader, always cheering you on, edging you into battle, giving you the firepower, giving you the fuel, giving you the energy you need. And it makes every pull of that trigger so much more satisfying with that original, so sweet soundtrack, man. It is a 10 out of 10 soundtrack. Then we have, another thing about the weaponry as well, just going back a little bit, I feel like there wasn't much of it. You know what I mean? There was the assault rifle, there was a shotgun, later the rocket launcher, we had the plasma grenades, the normal grenades, but I feel like, again, the weaponry overall could have been had a bit more depth and a bit more variety. But the gameplay loop, it's phenomenal. It never gets dull. It never gets boring. Every encounter is epic. It's grand. It's fun. Throughout, it is fun. You play this co-op, you are bound. It's inevitable. You play this game co-op with anyone. You're creating memories. You're developing moments. It's fantastic. These moments cannot be avoided. They happen spontaneously and organically every single time. Doesn't matter what mission you play, bruv, they are present. And for that, this game is legendary, man. The fact that this was the game which propelled the first-person shooter to stardom. It was the game which implemented all these mechanics that, quite frankly, never been seen before. You know what I mean? The vehicles is another great thing. I mean, when I got into the first vehicle, the car with the gun on the back, I thought that was it. I thought that was pinnacle Halo Combat Evolved, and I was really happy with that. For a game that old, to be able to drive a vehicle and have someone on the gun, someone in the seat, and I'm driving it, and they're all just firing independently, I thought that was absolutely nuts. But that is insane. And I thought that was it. And then I discovered, no, there's alien speeders too. And then there's tanks that you can drive. Bruv. And not only that, there's banshees you can fucking fly, bruv. Like, are you mental? Like, that's just beyond comprehension. Those moments where, you know, you're in a bench or someone else is in one and you manage to take it out and throw a plasma grenade on it and it explodes and you see the elite who was driving it, whoever, just fly away. I think, bro, there's so many moments and so many things of Halo which just fit together perfectly like a glove. So the stars aligned to make this incredible game. Oh man, look, so many moments. I could tell you all day about the moments I've had playing this with my wife. It's been an experience and one hell of a wild ride. I'm never going to forget. The story, it's great. And it's spread out in terminals, which really encourages you to go looking for them. And it's just great sci-fi writing. The writing, it is stellar, man. And the moment, bruv, oh my brother. Captain Keyes did not deserve that. That is no way for a man to go. That was brutal, man. That was really sad. That really hit me. But what a testament to human nature, to resolve, to strength, to determination. We see him battling with the Flood to retain who he is, as his memories are just being stripped from him, piece by piece, his very identity taken layer by layer. And I just loved how they did it, man. You just see him and it's so sad. I mean, look, you can't help but just... Yeah, it was really hard to watch, man. It was bad. It was a really, really powerful scene, and I commend them greatly. I mean, you could tell back then they didn't really have the technology to do cutscenes, but I really liked how the cutscenes were done in this game. I enjoyed that it was art pieced together. It was really well done, and got to take a moment, man. That scene was it just told you how, even though Keyes wasn't a character that we sort of had tons of time to develop a relationship with, that moment, it was written so well for a game that old to have writing that good. You don't realize how rare that is. It was great. Like sci-fi movies these days could only hope and dream to have writing like that. It was really good. And I loved how, I forgot its name, the little thing. It shows you it's sort of getting bored and doing little experiments and stuff like that. And you get sort of an insight to him and why he's doing things he's doing. Oh, look, man, the whole Flood as like an enemy towards the third act of the game, which you don't see coming. You know, it's... Oh, man, it was great. It was great. I just shooken a bit by that whole idea. You see him and he's just reciting his number over and over again. I was worried that he was going to be a boss fight, and I'm sort of glad he wasn't, because I really didn't want to have to fight Keyes. I wouldn't have liked that, and I think it would have. I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad that Master Chief just put him out, just ended him cleanly, just got it done and got out of there, man. So look. This game had it all, to be honest. Apart from the minor things I've spoken about, it had it all. That final mission, where you're in the vehicle, bruv, and you have a timer, and the music is just blaring at you, the main Halo theme, and you're having to drive as quick as you can. You've got the Flood coming at you. You've got the laser things coming at you. You're having to navigate the obstacle course that the game is putting your way, which deliberately is trying just its best to mess with you. And you're trying to get there as quick as you can. It's so intense, but it's so great. Me and my hands were sweating. My wife's hands were sweating. She was gunning. I was driving. It was a crazy moment, and I'll never forget it. Listen, Halo, if you play it co-op, it doesn't matter who you're playing it with. It really does not matter. You are going to create memories. Have these moments which you cannot plan. And it makes it such a special experience. You can play this game 100 times, co-op with whoever you want. And each 100 time, even though the missions are the same, your experience will be different. Because things happen organically in a real way. And that makes this extremely special, man. It does. This game is a pioneer of the industry. And even playing it now, I thought this game was going to have aged. I thought this game would be Fun for what it was, for the time it occupied, but other than that, it was going to fail. Fail in comparison to other games right now. But no, it doesn't, man. It exceeds many games right now. Excellent gameplay loop. A game that knows what it is. It's mechanically so strong. It's a fantastic title. And it blew me away. I didn't think I liked FPS games until Halo came along. And now my entire perspective has changed, not just on Xbox, but on the entire genre. Fantastic game. So, going to get right to it. Look, I'm going to give this game a really impressive 4 out of 5. And the reason it doesn't get the 5 is because of the small things that I mentioned. The lack of diversity in weaponry on the human side and on the alien side. You know, you really pretty much can use the first assault rifle throughout the entire game if you want. There's only a few weapons, is what I'm saying, and I feel like it could have had a bit more variety. The copy and pasting of environments, but outside of that, bruv, but look, I'll tell you what, this is a legendary game. It's a 4 out of 5, but it is Brovian approved, and I can guarantee you, when you get that on a game, I'm guaranteeing you fun. Okay? If it's Brovian approved, you know you have some gold on your hands. Loved it every minute of it. Was an absolutely wild ride, and I cannot wait to start Halo 2. But before I do that, it's time for Gears of War, my Brov Nation. I cannot wait. I know so many of you are excited for me to play Gears of War. And I'm right there with you. So I'm going to react to the Halo trailer tomorrow. Halo 2. Give myself a bit of a tease. And then I'm going to start Gears of War with my wife. So keep an eye on the channel, because updates are going to be coming. And they're going to be coming quick. Okay? So I'm sure that I'm going to have a lot to say when I experience that. Jesus, I've kept you guys way too long. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. Brov Nation, love each and every one of you. Halo 2 trailer. Let's see.